Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're here to bring you some more good footage. What we've got going on right now is we have this Camaro that you've seen in a few other videos. I've gotten a lot further along with it, but it's going to get done. It's going to be running very, very soon. With that said, we'll go ahead and do a walkthrough of what I've done so far. You know, a lot has changed since you've probably seen this last. So we're going to fill you in on what all has been done and what all our future plans are for it, because there's a lot of it. Hopefully you'll enjoy this content. So, okay, we're gonna get into this. It's been a while since y'all have seen this, but I have put a lot of work into it. As you can see, we've got the engine in. I've still got to build some brackets for the front motor plate. They actually tie into the chassis itself. We just pulled this motor out a couple days ago. Finally came in. We had to pull it out of another car. I wish I'd had this motor when I built the car, because it's got, you know, a few little things on it that, you know, I could have worked around before I actually built it, because it's kind of hard building a car without the actual motor. Like, for instance, this car runs a crossover tube in the back, which is what the water flows through the heads, and I'm having a problem getting clearance on one of the fittings because these heads are offset, obviously, on any engine. So I've got to make clearance for it. It's no big deal, but it's just a little bit extra work. You know, obviously I got all the firewall done. I'm going to put another coat of paint on it to make it match what I've got on the inside, and obviously paint the rest of the bars up here and get everything set up, tidied down. But moving on back, I've got a lot of the tin work done. I still need to do some painting. You know, obviously I got the mid plate in, I mean, or else the motor wouldn't be there. You know, got most of the controls are done. I ended up going with a remote style brake master cylinder, so that way it's not as bulky in here. I'm gonna put a cover over it, you know, still put a cover over it so nobody steps on it. It's just a lot lower profile, and I like them. They look cool. We're trying to save room up front. I know a lot of people go through the firewall to put brakes on, but I didn't in this case, because like I said, I didn't have the engine, didn't know what engine we was going to use, so there's that. That's all I'll say. You know, as you can see, I got all the other removable, all that over there is on the passenger side is aluminum. I got it all bead rolled, got a nice textured finish on it. I wanted to go with this contrast, you know, between like a glossier finish versus like a more flat satin look on the panels. That's what we did, and it turned out great. It's a lot better than what was in here, you know. And I repurposed some of the stuff back, or I redid these. I made some more new panels for here. I've got one to go in the center. It's not in there because I had to put this drive shaft in to clearance everything, make sure I wasn't going to hit nothing, you know, especially at full separation on this car. You don't want to really hit a whole lot. But moving on to the back. This, I didn't, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of work back here, but it looks way better than what it did. I put the same finish on the sheet metal back here, made a new piece for the center because they had some holes that were, well, they were not satisfactory at all. But yeah, that right there is a lot of what I got done now. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to go into getting the transmission put in. Like I said earlier, I just got the engine and transmission in, got it pulled out of the car, and I didn't want to put some stuff in because I hate cutting stuff out, possibly if the transmission is a little different. You know, tail shafts could be a little, they could have a short shaft, long shaft in the transmission, and that makes a difference. So I'm not cutting nothing out. I'd rather just wait because it don't take that long to do it. With that said, let's go ahead and get into putting this tranny in. y'all know. Shout out to my camera guy for helping me get this thing in here. I didn't really have any other choice but to kind of lift it in here because my engine hoist that I could have strapped it with would not fit under the car. Don't really need to jack it up just yet. Besides that, it just would have been real tight trying to get it in here. So keep watching, enjoy, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Alright folks, that's going to be kind of it for this one little video. It took a little bit longer than I thought on the transmission, but you know, it was because of how I had to put it in or how I wanted to. You know, got my mess cleaned up, a little Dextron soup on the floor, but it's alright, it happens. But, you know, we put these videos out every week. I mean, 3 o'clock Wednesday, every week. Been doing it the past 4 months. So y'all can continue to watch them. You know, let me know what y'all might want to see, if there's something different. Look for some shorts coming up across all platforms. We'll start hitting those a lot more. And we hope y'all are enjoying it. We're gonna have a lot more on this car, as I mentioned before. I mentioned all that, so we're gonna keep going with it. So with that said, y'all be sure to have a good day, and I'll see you next week.